What's up, guys, and welcome back to House Flipper. If you're enjoying this series, make sure you leave a like on the video and subscribe. If you haven't already, it would be greatly appreciated. Now that we've finished the last of the farm flipper jobs, we're finally going to be able to purchase one of these new properties and turn it into our own, or flip it on our own. Basically, we're going to have complete and total creative freedom, which you guys know I am all about. The jobs are fun, but this is definitely where it's at. So the first thing we need to do is just pick one of these things. I honestly don't even really know which one I want to go with. I've seen several people suggest that I buy just an empty lot and build our own house. I definitely want to do that, but that's not what I want to start with. You know what I mean? Like for our first real flip of these houses. I think, oh my good, $735,000 for that place. 560. How much money? We've got a milli. Okay, we've got a milli. Let's go with the cabin in the woods. I remember really just sort of liking the style of this one. I'm noticing these windows look a little bit different than I remember when we, were working on the job for this property. But apart from that, seems like same old, same old. Dude, it is so dirty. They're always so filthy. Every single one of them. Never fails. But it says a remote getaway in the heart of the mountains. An easy sell. It just needs a little love to become the site of joyful family gatherings once again. Or anything else you'd like it to be. Sounds like the perfect house for us. 217,000 buckaroonies. Let's head there now. I just want there to be background music again. Is there at least faint background music? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, and I'm starting to hear it a little bit more now. Dude, so the treehouse property that we're in right now is great. It's super cool. But just the lack of background music there, I've said this before, it doesn't make it feel very homey. It's not it. So I'm really, really looking forward to just getting out of that place and into something a little bit different. And this fits the bill so far. So first things first, we need to go around and get rid of all of this garbage. There is just trash, litter, junk everywhere. You know, we didn't do our regular, perimeter walk around that we usually do at a lot of these properties. Granted, we have seen this before, but again, it does look slightly different. I don't remember there being a balcony over here, so that is definitely new. I'm not seeing any sort of graffiti on the back side of the house. I also don't remember this little extension. This whole addition on this backside could be new. For some reason, I remember the house just ending right here. But maybe that's not the case. Maybe it's been this way the entire time. We've got sort of a bluff just behind the property. Good view of the mountain range just ahead. And of course, the hot air balloons. Pretty cool. But let's head on back inside so we can keep going on the cleanup. Oh, and we need to turn on the lights. Maybe the fuse is blown. Thought I saw one of those in here. Yep, here we go. Alrighty, just one blown fuse. Easy fix. I still can't figure out why it goes, blurry when you're replacing the fuse. Maybe that's just a visual bug. Should be able to turn the lights on now. There we go. And in the kitchen. Perfect. What about front entryway? We've got classic ceiling titties everywhere. Happy to see that. Usually that's what we would add anyways, so it's a good thing they're already in place. What do we have back here? What is this? Okay, we have a toilet. So this was, at some point, was a bathroom with built-in washer and dryer. Got another light switch right there. Back behind the kitchen. This is going to be the start of the extension, or what I thought was an addition to the place. Got a bunch of random pallets in here. That's kind of strange. All the furniture in here is definitely going to go. On to the next room. More garbage. Just more trash. It seems like every home we've ever purchased has been owned by hoarders. Pack rats, if you will. And they just love their garbage for whatever reason. We're going to have to patch a little bit of... That's not even drywall. That's supposed to be like shiplap. But yeah, we will need a bucket of plaster just so we can patch that up. Got another light in here we've already hit. I think we should be ready to make our way upstairs. Okay, some booze. Some people were boozing up here. Maybe some squatters or something like that. More garbage. Garbage on garbage on garbage on garbage. Like, why? Why can't we just find a place that doesn't have trash everywhere? I would love that, personally. Saves a bunch of time. Then we don't have to do this whole song and dance. Wait, what is this? This whole song and dance every time. There's even more back here. Good. Just a casual trash bag on the windowsill. Like a pizza right there. At least a slice of it anyways. Okay, that ought to do it for this room. Light switch right there. And again, we have this balcony that I don't believe was here before. Big fan of that, big fan of that. Across the hall, there's a bunch of cards on the floor. We really should just have the cell tool out. Because again, none of this stuff is staying. Alrighty, that ought to do it for the trash. Next order of business, like I just said, we're going to have to get out our cell tool and just go to town. For the moment, I think I'm going to leave all the doors and windows and things just so we can sort of remember where they're at. You know, I don't want to go around the entire property and just delete all the windows only to have to go through and re-add them later. So we'll probably tackle the windows like one window at a time, I would think. Do we leave the lights? We did just go through the trouble of turning them all on, but I don't love the light switches. So that for sure is going to have to go. We'll leave the ceiling tete for the time being. Should be fine. But yeah, those light switches, ugly. They're the right type. I just don't really dig like the wood grain look to them. You know? Not a vibe. Definitely not a vibe. I think the outlets can stay. Those don't ever look bad. And honestly, I don't ever place those in our properties to begin with. So, we've got one. Curtains can probably go. Another light switch. Time to hit the little laundry room. Or what used to be a bathroom laundry combo. Those installations we can probably just get rid of. Again, I'm going to be keeping the... Well, I'll keep the exterior doors. Because the interior doors, if you delete them, the wall doesn't automatically get filled in. Like it does with the exterior ones. This garage door would probably do the same thing, so we'll just leave that. Like the wall or the opening would just get filled in as soon as we get rid of it. Why didn't I bother picking up any of the trash in the garage? Like, what was I saving it for? I think we can sell this thing. That's kind of an eyesore. Oh no, but we could change it. So that's the destroyed. Oh, and then we have a nicer looking one. Comes in all these different colors. I like that. Let's just go with the black one. No, the gray one. I like the gray one. 14 bucks to... 14 bucks to sell it? That, you know what? That works too. That works too. Let's just make our way back upstairs. I really was just going to change that thing to maybe a different color or something like that. But unfortunately, I didn't read before I clicked on something and we just sold the thing instead. But I'm not super concerned about it, to be honest. Get those last pictures. We could probably change the stairs right now. I don't see a problem with that. It is currently dark ash. Let's go with coarse dark oak. Nah, whitewood railing. That looks kind of good. And then coarse dark oak stairs temporarily. We may end up changing it later. Not gonna hit sell this time. We're just gonna hit change. There we go. That's how we do that. Working our way through the rest of these rooms. We're just gonna continue sort of selling all the stuff. A lot of the times these full flips are a little boring when we're like just getting started on them. But eventually things will heat up. All right, don't you worry. Don't you worry. So the next thing we need to do is get our handy dandy mop out and just go around and clean up all these spills. Really does make you wonder how a lot of these messes actually got here, you know, in the first place.
A few moments later.
Now that we've got the interior cleaned up, looking nice, or as nice as it can anyways, we're gonna make our way back outside to do something we haven't done in quite some time, and definitely haven't done to a lot of this magnitude, and that is mowing the lawn. So I will see you guys in just a few minutes. What the heck is this? What the heck is this, dude? Garden hose. Why would anyone wash this stuff away? I mean, if it's like primitive artwork. If it was done by the previous homeowner, I'll gladly wash it away, but it looks like your typical like cave paintings, I guess. I don't really... Are they all holding feet? What the heck's going on here, dude? Okay, that's kind of weird. And on these stalagmites and or stalactites, I can't remember the difference of them, we can pull out our hammer and just get rid of them. These bigger ones kind of seem like they might be supporting. They're probably not, but they seem like they would support the top of the cave here. What a weird, just random little thing. Kind of cool, though. Kind of cool. Okay, let's get our lawnmower back out, and we'll get back to it. You know, as much as I enjoy mowing the lawn here in House Flipper, there is absolutely no shot that I could ever have a series on, like, lawn mowing simulator. There's just no way. Like, at some point, you would just run out of things to say. While we were mowing, though, I was kind of racking my brain, trying to figure out just what our next step here is gonna be. Usually, we would go through and demolish every single interior wall that this place has to offer, but this time I'm going to try to do things a little bit differently. I'm going to leave most of the interior walls in place unless there's something like down here that I just really feel like we need to address. So this area used to be the kitchen. Right now, I'm not sure if it's going to be a kitchen or not, but I definitely don't love how closed off this is. So what I'm going to do instead is just smash out this entire wall. Everything, like, all the way, even past this arch. Just look at how much that opens this space up. We already sort of had this front entryway right here with this arch. So I don't really know why they even had this separated. I suppose that could have been a load-bearing wall. But obviously not, because the ceiling is still in place. Still standing. I think I want to take this one out, too. We're just gonna totally open this place up, but from this corner all the way around to this lintel, I'm just gonna smash all of that out.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
You guys, I gotta stop. I gotta stop after this one. I said I wasn't gonna go through this property and demolish all the interior walls in 2 rooms now. I've already gotten rid of 2 full-size rooms, but I do think that'll open things up very, very nicely. So now we'll have a much more open concept kitchen, living, dining room type area. Back here, we could have this be an office, maybe, or a bedroom. Something to that effect anyways. This could stay a bathroom. I like that. That's obviously going to stay the garage. Upstairs, I don't even know why I'm walking up here right now, because I don't want to demolish any more walls. I think upstairs is fine. How else would you really configure that space, you know? Now that we finished with our demolition, we're gonna make our way back outside so we can start to figure out, like, what sort of wall covering we want to have replace this brick. Same with our siding. Figure out, you know, what color our doors should be, what color our window trim should be, and of course, what sort of roof texture we're gonna end up having. So let me just sort of gather my thoughts here, and we'll resume momentarily. Alright, dudes and dudettes, I think I've finally decided on an overall sort of color scheme, at least for the exterior of this property. We'll worry about the inside a little while later on. So the only thing that's different you're seeing here is going to be the roof color, or the roof texture. That's also changed. I just went with the most, like, farmhouse-esque looking one. And I also think I've decided that rather than trying to do, like, a full-on flip with this property, it's going to be more so like a restoration, I guess. Also over here, rather than trying to replace the brick with siding, I think I might actually leave the brick, because it kind of works with these windows in a weird way. I can't really explain it. Maybe the color is just similar enough to work, but the windows are going to stay the same. We're just going to basically change the color of them. We did upgrade our garage door, so it's a little bit more modern now, and then we have just a light gray siding going up as well. I think it's going to end up looking super, super good. But I'm going to take some time now to just go around the entire exterior of the property, get it all switched around, and we'll see what it's going to look like. It's beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. We've only done the exterior of this property, and I already love it. I know now, though, that I probably should not have sold the window that used to be up there, because the devs must have done some trickery with that one. I wasn't able to use the same window that was up there previously, so it looks a little different than all the others. That's actually the only one I could find to fit that space. It'd be really handy if we could, like, position the windows on the vertical axis of the walls. It's great that we can place them, you know, everywhere on the X axis, but on the Y, you know, if we could, like, bump this one up a little bit, that would be kind of handy. So as you can tell, I did decide to leave the brick on the exterior. Again, I just think it complements the coarse dark oak, like, interior trim of those windows. Looks good, man. Looks real good. I did leave the balcony over here just the way it was for right now. We'll address that probably at a later date. But this place is really coming together. So I think that's probably where we're going to wind things down at for today. But once again, if you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, leave a comment, help support the dream by smashing that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Peace.